Hello, everybody. I'm Jim Gaber, and welcome to more action on High School Challenge. We have a returning team today, one that had a real squeaker in their first round this season, and a brand new team to welcome to you. So let's start first with Flint Central returning. And there we have Ben Siegel. Ben is a freshman, member of the Honor Roll, enjoys building model rockets, quiz bowl, and theater, is hoping for a career in history or economics. Next is Rachel Burns. Rachel is a freshman, plays cello, enjoys basketball, soccer, and her church choir. No specific plans for college or career at this point. Captain of the Flint Central team is William Siegel. William's a member of the National Honor Society, Order of the Arrow, is a MEP scholarship winner, enjoys theater, Model UN, Boy Scouts, and Quiz Bowl. Hopes to attend the University of Chicago and go for a PhD in economics. Rounding out the Flint Central team is freshman Brittany Cerise Reeves. Brittany's a Midwest Talent Search, Millennium Dreamers, Acceptance to Cranbrook Academy, and the KCP program at EMU. Enjoys sports, tennis, basketball, softball, soccer, and is involved with Arcanettes and Girl Scouts. Hopes to attend the University of North Carolina or Florida State and become a child psychologist. Those are our players for Flint Central High School. The team is coached by Sue Ellen Siegel. And now let's meet the challengers for the day's game, Kearsley High School. There we have Adam LaFerriere. Adam is a junior, member of the AB Honor Roll, Quiz Bowl, has an academic letter, is a part of the marching band, and enjoys chess as well. Hopes to go into music as a career. Next, from Kearsley, we have Brad Feller. Brad is a junior and captain of the team, holds an academic letter, member of the National Honor Society, plays soccer, chess, and tennis, hopes to attend the University of Michigan and major in quantum physics. Next is Lindsay Willett. Lindsay is an academic letter winner, is member of the National Honor Society, Quiz Bowl, chess, Rocket Club, Student Senate, Thespian Society, Drama Club, enjoys tennis and bowling. Is going to attend James Madison College at Michigan State and then on to law school to be a constitutional or environmental lawyer. And rounding out the Kearsley High School team is Jason Brownfield. Jason has a number of scholastic honors, also plays chess, Quiz Bowl, and is in the marching band. Hopes to attend the University of Michigan and eventually be a band director himself. Those are our players from Kearsley High School. The team is coached by Mike Skidmore. Alternates today include Rosanna Dyer, Leon Engel, and Shelley Engel. We welcome all of you. Remind you at home that High School Challenge is judged by Dr. William Shaw of Genesee Intermediate School District, and our timekeeper for this game is June DeLoach, and our scorer is Matt Friedel. Teams, we're ready to go. Now, here are your rules for round one. I'm about to ask you a series of questions worth 10 points apiece. The player buzzing first may answer when I recognize you. If you're correct, your team scores the 10 points. If you're incorrect, the other team gets a shot at the same question. Remember, you may interrupt me anytime I'm asking a question. There's no point penalty if you're incorrect. However, at that time, I will repeat the entire question for the other team. Good luck. Here we go. In January, their greatest hits album passed Michael Jackson's Thriller as Adam Kearsley.
The Beatles?
Beatles is incorrect. In January, their greatest hits album passed Michael Jackson's Thriller as the best-selling album ever. Who recorded The Long Run and Hotel California? Central William.
The Eagles?
The Eagles is correct. Your next toss-up. In 1789, he was overthrown by the Brad Kearsley.
Louis the 15th?
That's incorrect. In 1789, he was overthrown by the Estates General. In 1793, he was executed. What king was on the throne when the Rachel Central?
Louis the 16th?
The 16th is correct. In coordinate geometry, there are the four sections into Brad Kearsley.
First, second, third, and fourth quadrants?
That's correct. It can be the range of colors used by a Brad Kearsley.
The spectrum.
It's incorrect. It can be the range of colors used by a particular artist. It can also be the board, often with a hole for the thumb, on which the artists mix colors. Rachel Central.
Palette.
Palette is the word I'm looking for. He founded his electric light company, and Brad Kearsley.
Edison.
Edison is correct.
you, guys.
Next toss-up teams. Should you live so long, you can have a second one at age 83. Most Jewish males celebrate, Lindsay, Kearsley.
Bar mitzvah.
Bar mitzvah is correct. It's the number of bones in the adult human body. Is it 102, 162, or 200? Brad Kearsley.
262.
That's incorrect. It's the number of bones in the adult human body. Is that number 102, 162, or 206? Central William.
206.
206 is the correct answer. Instead of growing old, he keeps a painting of himself that grows older and more repulsive until he slashes it with a painter's knife and dies. Who is the handsome hero of Oscar Wilde's novel? Time is up. It's Dorian Gray. From the novel is The Picture of Dorian Gray. Here's your next toss-up. In 1993, his painting Wheatfield with Cypresses sold for $57 million. In 1998, his last self-portraits, William Central.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh's correct. The American pit viper gets its more common name from its metallic reddish-brown color. What? Brad Kearsley.
Copperhead.
Copperhead is correct. James Montgomery Flagg did hundreds of paintings, but is remembered for only one, a World War I recruiting poster. What? Brad Kearsley.
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam is correct. Signed November 21st, 1620, it declared the elite... Lindsay, Kearsley.
Mayflower Compact.
Mayflower Compact is correct. Washington Irving wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow in 1820. Who wrote The Legend of the Alhambra in 1832? Brad Kearsley.
Crane.
That's incorrect. You may take it Central. Central William.
James Fenimore Cooper.
Also incorrect. That was a little bit of a trick question. Washington Irving also wrote that. Here's your next toss-up. Maurice Green set the current world record in the 100-meter dash in June of 1999. To the nearest tenth of a second, what is it? Rachel Central.
9.7.
That is an acceptable answer. 9.8 is correct, and I asked for the nearest... Wait a minute. I cannot accept that. It's not a... let me see if... I cannot accept that answer, and I gave up the answer, so what I'm going to do is take the very next toss-up, because you were incorrect, and throw it to Kearsley, so you will get a different question. That was my fault. Only you may buzz in, Kearsley. If you're a Neapolitan, you're from Naples. From what region of Europe do you come if you're Flemish? Lindsay, Kearsley.
The Netherlands.
It's incorrect. It is Flanders. Here's your next toss-up, teams. On Good Friday in the year 1300, he took a trip to William Central.
Dante.
Dante is correct. In 1939, when the Daughters of the American Revolution refused to allow Marian Anderson to perform in their hall, this First Lady, Adam Kearsley.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Eleanor Roosevelt is correct. Comets are leftover debris from the formation of the solar system. How many comets do astronomers think there are? Is it millions, billions, or trillions? Brad Kearsley.
Billions.
Billions is incorrect. Central. Central William.
Millions.
It's trillions. Here's your next toss-up. A chromatic scale counts only major notes, C, D, and E, for example. What kind of a scale includes raised and lower notes, C, C sharp, D, and D sharp, for example? Rachel, Central.
Minor.
Minor is incorrect. You may take it. Kearsley, Adam.
Major scale.
Also incorrect. Diatonic is the answer I needed. She's written Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. Brad Kearsley.
Judy Blume.
Judy Blume is correct. Listen carefully. calculus includes the mathematics of derivatives. What is the first derivative of 2x to the 6th power plus 3x to the 4th power plus 4x to the 3rd power plus 6x squared? Lindsay, Kearsley.
12x to the 5th plus 12x cubed plus 12x to the 2nd plus 12x.
That's the correct answer. Your next toss-up teams. This ancient Greek playwright wrote more than 100 plays, added a 3rd actor, and increased the size. Lindsay, Kearsley.
Socrates.
Socrates is incorrect. This ancient Greek playwright wrote more than 100 plays, added a 3rd actor, and increased the size of the chorus. Who wrote the Oedipus plays? William, Central.
Sophocles.
That's an acceptable answer. Okay. Here's your next toss-up. During the Depression, it included the Federal Writers Project, the Federal... William, Central.
The New Deal.
It's incorrect. During the Depression, it included the Federal Writers Project, the Federal Theater Project, and the Federal Arts Projects. What was the WP... buzz again, please. Adam, Kearsley.
Works Progress Administration.
That's incorrect. It is the Work Projects Administration. That's going to bring us to the conclusion of round 1 in a very well-played round, I might add. Let's see, Central trails at this point, so Central, you're going to get the first crack of round 2. As you know, that's our lightning round. I'm about to give you your choice of 3 categories. Once you've selected, you'll have 60 seconds to answer up to 10 questions in that category. Remember, you may consult during this round. You don't have to buzz in, but I'll be taking answers only from William, the team captain. If you don't know an answer, you must say pass before I move on. We'll give you 10 points for each correct answer, a 20-point bonus if all 10 are correct. Once your 60 seconds is up, Central, Kearsley, you'll have 30 seconds to answer anything they missed, passed on, or didn't get to. Central, your choices. See here, that's S-E-A here, potpourri party, or pop quiz.
Potpourri party, please.
Okay, there's no party like a potpourri party. We've invited a variety of people, places, and things. All you have to do is identify them. Here we go. We begin with number 1. He was governor of Arkansas from 1979 to 1981.
Bill Clinton.
That's correct. This video game introduced Lara Croft in 1990.
Tomb Raider.
That's correct. It's the continent closest to Antarctica.
North America.
Incorrect. The kind of tree that sheds its leaves in the fall.
Deciduous.
Correct. Complete the series. Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, and who?
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Correct. The country that produced no drama and haiku poems.
Japan.
Correct. The youngest age at which a woman can legally marry in the U.S. is it 12, 14, or 16?
16.
It's incorrect. The body of an airplane.
Fuselage.
Correct. The this U.S. state produces the most cheese and the most cheeseheads.
Wisconsin.
That's correct. The number of movements in a classical symphony, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
It's incorrect. And that's 10 questions. You have 7 out of 10 correct. Kearsley will reset to 30 seconds. Remember, this is a general category. And from the top, first, it's the continent...
South America.
That's correct. The youngest age at which a woman can...
14.
14 is incorrect.
And
the
4.
number of movements in a classical symphony.
4.
4 is correct. So you have 2 correct. The youngest age actually is 12. You can marry at 12 with parental consent in the state of Massachusetts.
We're going to take pop quiz, please.
Pop quiz? Okay. Now, this pop quiz may be a little different from others you've taken. For 10 points, just pop up with these people, places, and things, all of your answers will begin with P-O-P. We begin with number 1. Elsie Seeger created this spinach-eating sailor in 1920.
Popeye.
That's correct. Start the clock, please. We need the clock started. Go ahead and start anytime. Okay. Okay, now we'll continue with number 2. Orville Redenbacher made millions making
Popcorn.
this. Correct. Opium is made from these
Poppies.
That's correct. For the Earth, it's now more than 6 billion people.
Population.
Population.
Correct. Commercial products and mass production were themes of this art movement.
Pop art. Pop art.
Correct. Which was invented first, the popsicle, the Pop-Tart, or the Jiffy Pop?
Popsicle.
That's correct. It's the children's song that begins all around the mulberry.
Pop goes the weasel.
That's correct. This adjective can precede culture, mechanics, and vote.
Popular. Popular.
That's correct. The Boston Symphony created this musical group in 18...
Pops.
That's correct. It's the tab on your can of tab.
Pop top.
And that is 10 out of 10.
Yes.
And another high-scoring round. It's going to take us a moment to total up all our points. So we'll be back for a little extra credit right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We've got a very good game going. Kearsley pulled out by running that lightning round. But now anything can happen because we're playing for extra credit. Teams, I'll ask you toss-ups just as I did in round one. Remember, the difference here is that a correct answer earns your team 10 points, plus a shot at 10 points worth of extra credit. On extra credit questions, you may consult. You don't have to buzz in. I'll take the team captain answer. I remind you, however, to consult on extra credit only and not on the toss-ups. At the end of the game, if we're beginning on a toss-up extra credit cycle, we play all the way through that cycle until the game is officially over. Good luck. Here we go with your first toss-up. It consists of two up quarks, each with a positive 2/3 charge. Brad Kearsley.
An atom.
It's incorrect. It consists of two up quarks, each with a positive 2/3 charge, and a down quark with a charge of negative 1/3, for a net change of positive 1. What is this subatomic particle? William Central.
Proton.
Proton is correct. Central, this is yours. The Hamilton Tiger Cats won it in 1999. What is this championship in the Canadian Football League?
Windsor Bowl.
It's incorrect. It's the Grey Cup. Here's another toss-up. It's a triangular Greek letter. It's the Adam Kearsley.
Delta.
Delta is correct.
That's the
Kearsley, this is yours. It predicts the behavior of something that doesn't exist. It's expressed very simply in the formula PV over T equals K, where K is Boltzmann's constant. What is this law of physics?
Volt's law.
Incorrect. It's called the ideal gas law. Here's another toss-up. It's the only country that borders Haiti. What country? Adam Kearsley.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic is correct. Kearsley, your extra credit. In the world of business, this artificial legal entity is a person, quotes, that may be sued without its members being held liable. What body takes its name from the Latin for body?
Corporation.
Corporation?
Yes, corporation. Yes.
Okay. Corporation.
Corporation is correct. The next toss-up. Snorri Sturluson and Halldor Laxness are the most famous names in the literature of this Scandinavian country. Is it Iceland, Finland, or Sweden? Brad Kearsley.
Sweden.
Sweden's incorrect. Central? Central. Rachel? It's Iceland. Here's another toss-up. Between 1714 and 1721, his gifts to the Collegiate School of Connecticut were the largest personal gifts ever made to a college. In 1716, the school, William Central.
Yale.
Elihu Yale is the correct answer. Yours, Central. There are two principal female characters in A Streetcar Named Desire. Blanche Dubois is one. Who is the other? First and last name, please.
Just make a button.
Stella Desire.
It's incorrect. It is Stella Kowalski. Here's your next toss-up. He probably didn't discover the hydraulic screw named for him. Jason Kearsley.
Archimedes.
Archimedes is correct. Kearsley, in 1973, he entered a plea of no contest to a charge of income tax evasion on kickbacks he took while he was governor of Maryland and vice president. Who was the second vice president of the United States to resign?
Spiro Agnew.
Spiro Agnew.
That's correct. Next toss-up. Founded in the 13th century by Osman I, this small state eventually replaced the Brad Kearsley.
The Ottoman Empire.
That's correct. Kearsley, your extra credit. It's the only riddle asked in the Bible. Quote, out of the eater came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet, end quote. Who asks it in the book of Judges?
Solomon.
Solomon's incorrect. It's Samson. Your next toss-up. The deepest lake in the United States is an incredibly blue lake in what remains of a volcano that erupted almost... Brad Kearsley.
Crater Lake.
Crater Lake is correct. Kearsley, this is yours. In 1957, he developed a live virus vaccine against polio, which replaced Salk's killed virus vaccine. Who was this doctor?
The guy who made the sugar cube. Not Jonas Salk.
That's incorrect. I could ask you to be more specific, but the answer is Dr. Alban Sabin.
Yeah.
Next toss-up. The decimal .125 is equal to 1/8. Jason Kearsley.
1/8.
It's incorrect. I'll repeat. The decimal .125 is equal to 1/8. What is the decimal .015625 equal to? William Central.
132nd.
Need to go one more. It's 164th. Next toss-up. It's the art of the common people of a nation or region, especially every... Brad Kearsley.
Folk art.
Folk art is correct. Your toss-up, Kearsley. According to the titles of Arthur C. Clarke's 4 Space Odyssey books, what is the 4th number in the following series? 2001, 2010, 2061, and what?
It's an increase of times 10 times 6.
Time is up. It's 3001. Those are the years in which the books were set. Next toss-up. Quote, this is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper, end quote. He wrote in 1925 in his poem, The Hollow Men. Who was this pessimistic poet? William Central.
T.S. Eliot.
T.S. Eliot is correct. Central, this is yours. Whether you're in the United States or the United Kingdom, you pay taxes to the IRS. In the United States, that is Internal Revenue Service. What is it in the UK?
Internal revenue stuff.
Income Revenue Service.
It's incorrect. Inland Revenue Service. Here's your next toss-up, teams. It's the imaginary line at 0 degrees latitude that divides the Brad Kearsley.
Equator.
Equator is correct. Kearsley. He lost to FDR in 1944 and then to Harry Truman in 1948. Who was this Republican governor of New York?
What? Dewey.
Dewey is correct. Next toss-up. In 1999, she resigned as the head of the American Red Cross to Lindsay. Kearsley.
Elizabeth Dole.
That's correct. Kearsley, this is yours. In 1999, he released his second CD and his first music video in which he reads from the Bible and chants in Italian. Who is this artist formerly known as Chorale Voitia?
Yanni.
You were close. Pope John Paul II. Here's your next toss-up, teams. Protons are positive, electrons are negative. Rachel, you were buzzed in right at the buzzer. I'll take your answer.
No charge.
That's incorrect, and I do repeat, so we go through the process. Protons are positive, electrons are negative. What's some atomic atom, Kearsley?
Neutrons.
Neutrons is correct.
Bonus.
And Kearsley, we do need to go through the whole process to be consistent with our rules. Here's your extra credit. One of the most beautiful of the illuminated manuscripts of the Middle Ages is the 8th century book of Kells. In what Celtic country was it created?
Wales, are you sure? Wales. Not Ireland? Wales.
Wales is incorrect, and again, I heard the right answer over there. It's Ireland. And that brings us to a conclusion of the game, a well-played game indeed. Kearsley comes out on top. Congratulations, and Central, congratulations to you on a fine season, and good luck with the remainder of your games and other competitions. We'll be back, speaking of other competitions, with more High School Challenge. I'm Jim Gaver. Good evening.